Hello, welcome to the Shantavia Chronicles, and I am your host, Miss Shantavia. I know, y'all be like, oh yeah, she's on Disney all the time. Yep, and this video, per se, is dedicated to all the elites. So this video is dedicated to nothing but the elites, the Disney elites, the Universal elites, the Warner Brothers, the Paramount elites, the politician elites, and all the other elites that I miss. This video is for you. So welcome in to the Shantavia Chronicles. Thanks for coming in. And yes, we're going to see different videos from my a few of my favorite content creators, Noah Jacob, and all things Jenny. And we're going to get another video from another new creator of mine, the paranormal. So come in and get comfortable, and we're going to talk about all the elites in the music, Universal music, Universal film. We're going to talk about Disney elites, Disney Pixar, Disney DreamWorks. All of you guys are the same. Disney DreamWorks, Disney Pixar, Disney. And so, yes, we're going to talk about the music aspects of it, of Universal / Paramount, and yes, and Disney. With the Disney music. They do music too, and in their episodes. They have music, and people have gone on to make music, and still crazy stuff is happening to them with these elites. I showed you another video about the model who turned actor, and she worked with Disney, and she made some claims on her about Disney. And so, yeah, we're going to revisit that, and we're going to bring in some other stuff too about Disney and other elites, even in the political aspect. So Universal music, Universal acting, Disney music. All you guys going to be exposed today on the Shantavia Chronicles here today. And these 3 videos, so let's get into it. So hold on. Okay. Here we go.
Everybody is looking for answers.
Okay, let's go back. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for coming in. We are talking about the elites. Universal acting, Universal music, Disney acting, Disney music. You know, Hannah Montana, a lot of these people came from Disney, came from Universal, came from Paramount. And we're going to do a video for all the elite shapeshifters, even in the political realm. So thanks for coming in. Thank you guys for the hearts. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. So let's get into it.
Everybody is looking for answers. What happened to Gabriela Rico Jimenez? The truth might be stranger than fiction. In 2009, a video surfaced of Gabriela Rico Jimenez disoriented and ranting in front of a Monterey hotel. She made wild accusations against Queen Elizabeth, Disney executives, and Carlos Slim Domit.
We're going to talk about Queen Elizabeth too today. Queen Elizabeth, the royal family, and the Disney executives. We're going to talk about them in 3 different videos. So let's go. Oh, crap. No. No, where am I at? Hold on.
Disney executives.
Okay, yes. Disney executives and all these people. Let's go back one more time.
Disney executives, and Carlos Slim Domit. Accusations of cannibalism and child abduction. Soon after, she was arrested, jailed, then institutionalized in Buenos Aires colony. Since 2013, there have been no updates on her status. The Mexico Unexplained podcast has revived interest in her mysterious disappearance. Was she truly a supermodel, or just a young woman caught in a web of conspiracy? Her last known words were chilling. They ate humans. Disgusting. They ate humans. Gabriela Rico Jimenez's story remains unresolved. What do you think happened? Follow for more mysterious stories. Everybody is looking.
Okay, we're going to get into some other videos as well. Let's get this right. Yes. I'm a new content creator, so slowly but surely getting it right. Okay. All these commercials. And this next creator is All Things Jenny, and we're going to get into her content also about the shapeshifter politicians and stuff. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's not the right video. Here we go. Yes. Y'all. Okay. Okay.
Watch this. We'll work in an office building, like an office mall. A lot of times it's cold and dark in the corridors of the office mall. But
the perfect place for
office sectors, they're glass and they're well lit. If you think about it, like walking through these spaces, it'll look like an amphibian, like when you go through the reptile section of the zoo, how they have them in their own sections with their glass fronts. There's lighting there, but in the
okay, that's what I wanted. Yeah. It's not the one.
I want you to ask yourself, who does this? See, this will be natural, a natural response for reptilians to do, but it's not a natural response for a human being to do. So watch closely.
We have capitalism and we embrace it.
So as you can see, the woman does not react. The guy that he did this to was kind of stunned, but he doesn't react either. The woman, though, her non-reaction shows she may be one as well.
They got the same skin as the lizards got, okay? And terrible looking faces. But then they have the ability to shift and look like a human. All of them do. Okay?
Okay, do you think Von Braun was a reptilian?
No.
Hello.
No.
Okay.
Your president, yes.
Oh, which one? George Bush Sr.? Yeah. Sure.
And Bill Clinton and this guy you got just got rid of. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all were.
Right.
Okay. So they all have this ability to make themselves look like real good-looking people.
So you're saying Trump isn't one?
No, he's not.
Well, that's a really...
And he knows more about this.
Reptilian humanoid presidents and politics.
Also known as reptoids, reptiloids, reptans, patriarch of the 90 House of Anu, Walenki holds the...
Now we're gonna talk about the Queen Elizabeths and the royal family shape-shifting on their interviews. There's some real stuff out here that we're dealing with, and you must pay attention and be aware. So let's go into this video about the royal family.
Hey guys, Gus
Oh my gosh, come on now.
Bergamini here with Bergamini and Associates
La, la,
and
la.
United Realty Group, and I am so excited to share with you.
And
Involving the royal family of Britain.
yes, involving the royal family of
People in Britain, listening to what you're saying, would obviously be staggered, I guess, anywhere in the world. But what would stagger them mostly is in Britain, the Queen Mother
Excuse me.
has an image of being the nation's grandmother, the nice old lady, and good old Queen Mum, what a lovely lady. What's your experience of the Queen Mother?
She is very cold in reality, and she is very cruel, and she is very different than she comes across to the public. She obviously, from what I see, enjoys consuming human flesh. It's sickening. The one person that she seems to be afraid of is Pindar.
People would also look at the Queen Mother's elderly, frail stature and find it very difficult to see her taking part in rituals and doing anything, if you like, active. Do they go into a different state in terms of age and strength and all these other attributes when they actually shapeshift?
Yes, the human body that they choose to occupy or take when it was young, it ages. But when they take the reptilian form, these reptilians live hundreds of years. And so they have to have taken more than one human body to live in. A lot of them are much, much older, and I'm including the Queen Mother in this, older than people think that she is. She's been in more than one body, human form. And when the time comes, if it is time for her to go on, it has been chosen that she still has, it's known that she still has life or years to go. Again, she will be put into the body, the essence of her, and the reptilian form will go, or the essence of her will go into another body that is also has the ability to shapeshift into reptilian form.
One of the pure reptilian human bloodlines.
Yes.
What happens when, take the Queen Mother as an example, what happens when they shapeshift? I mean, what do you see?
You start to see changes happen, and they're happening so fast that it's almost, it's the closest thing that I've seen to it is what they're now doing with computer technology. It's just a literal transformation that happens very quickly, and they get taller and they get bigger, and they don't look at all as reptilians like they do as humans, and thus the wearing of the robes, because if they were in clothes, the clothes would be torn apart.
That was another video.
You people run the world. She's like, so, but never mind, but what does that have to do with me? And I was like, I heard the conspiracy theories, and she's like, you didn't hear me right. I'm a lot lizard, like a lot lizard. And she winked. And I'm like, I'm good. So I walked away. Just letting you guys be aware, be careful with those people. They do run the world.
That's
You walk like a
commercial.
penguin. That's what my ex-mother-in-law said as I headed.
They do run the world.
Hey.
You made specific reference to when they saw.
Yes.
All right. Is there something else besides an individual having seen the child
Yes.
that is of relevance?
Yes.
What's that?
There was a witness that came forward and said you remember the conversation, specifically, I want to say the 24th, 25th.
At number 10 spot, we have the Queen of England. Okay, your girl is British, and being so, us Brits just have a soft spot.
The Queen of England, we're getting into the shape-shifting people. The shape-shifting Disney slash DreamWorks slash Pixar executive shape-shifting. We got the Queen Mother, Queen Elizabeth shape-shifting. We got a couple politicians shape-shifting live on air. And we got a couple of actors, Disney actors. So Disney, Pixar slash DreamWorks are shapeshifters. And so are some of their actors. That's why I showed the other guy a few minutes ago about how they just walk among us or what have you regularly until they show you who they are. You will never know. So we got them caught on camera. So let's show them caught on camera shape shifting. Let's go. The Disney actors, the Disney executive, and also the royalty of Britain shape shifting. Let's go.
For the queen, but apparently the rest of the world doesn't, and everybody seemingly thinks she's a shapeshifter reptilian hybrid. So that was news to me. Not only just the queen, but a lot of people speculate over the entire royal family being reptilian hybrids. The reason being due to some footage that surfaced online that showcased the queen being dressed in one of her cute outfits. But then all of a sudden, they zoom in on her eye, and you see her eye looking completely creepy. Honestly, the footage is terrifying, and I've watched enough horror movies in my life
Let's go back.
to recognize a demon when I see one, and her eye looked...
Let's see it again.
At our number 10 spot, we have the Queen of England. Okay, your girl is British, and being so,
Let's
us
see it
Brits
again.
just have
Her
a soft
eye.
spot for the Queen. But apparently the rest of the world doesn't, and everybody seemingly thinks she's a shapeshifter reptilian hybrid. So that was news to me. Not only just the Queen, but a lot of people speculate over the entire royal family being reptilian hybrids. The reason being due to some footage that surfaced online that showcased the Queen being dressed in one of her cute outfits. But then all of a sudden, they zoom in on her eye, and you see her eye looking completely...
Let's look. Yep, you always know. Look how dark and full the other eye looks. Look at that one. That one is fuller. This one right here is fuller black than the other one.
creepy. Honestly, the footage is terrifying, and I've watched enough horror movies in my life to recognize a demon when I see one, and her eye looked just a tad...
What they say? A demon. The demons are here, and they will be here to the end of the world. She knows a demon when she sees one, and so do I. Disney slash all these elites.
Demon-like. Apparently people have said that her eye was just bloodshot. But yeah, I don't know about that excuse. They really should have said that she had some kind of eye disease, because that I would believe. I've had a bloodshot, probably at least plus 10 times in my life, and I've seen bloodshot eyes several times, and never have I ever seen anything that looks like that. Her entire eye is bloody looking. Honestly, it's as if perhaps someone punched her in the eye, except there's no swelling. It's very strange. So anyways, I see why people think she's possibly a shapeshifter. In our number 9 spot, we have Katy Perry. Okay, this is some crazy footage, y'all. I have obviously heard of the theory that celebs are really just reptiles, but like...
Look at her eye. Look how that line in the middle of her eye is. You see it? You see it? This is what we're dealing with Disney slash Pixar slash DreamWorks slash Universal Studios, Universal Music, Universal actors. This is what we're dealing with. Look at Katy Perry. Which company is she on? The Universal? Of course they hired their own. Look at her eye. Why would her eye be doing that? Why any eyes will be doing that?
Damn, Katy Perry? I love her. I don't want to believe it. You can't make me. Okay, but for real, even if she is a shapeshifter reptilian, is it possible that she's not a bad one? I say yes. Anyways, in this clip, we see Katy Perry's eye shift from blue to green, and her pupils become slits for a second before she seemingly notices and looks away from the camera. Very sus, Katy.
It just came out. There's a new website where any Florida resident, as long as
blah,
you live
blah,
within a zip code
blah.
in the state, you can...
Katie. In our number 8 spot, we
Number
have
8.
Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron is an actress and extremely talented singer, most notably known for her Disney Channel show, Live and...
Her what show? On what network? So we have Katy Perry from Universal. Let me look at you guys. We have Katy Perry from Universal. I getting this snake demon eye. And now we have, what is her name? What is her name again?
Everybody seemingly thinks she's a talented singer, most notably known for her Disney Channel show.
A Disney actor from a Disney Channel show. So Katie from Universal.
Singer, most notably known for her Disney Channel show, Live and Maddie and The Descendants. Her voice is...
Oh my gosh, I can't even get
Honestly,
it.
it's as if perhaps someone punched her in the eye, except there's no
I won't
swelling.
get it.
It's
Give
very
me 1 second. I'm kind of new to this.
interview on the red carpet, and in this interview, she has a moment where it seems as... In our number 8 spot, we have Dove Cameron.
Yep, that's her name. Dove Cameron. So Katy Perry, Dove Cameron from The Descendants, singing for Disney, acting for Disney, shape-shifting live on camera. So Disney shapeshifters, Universal shapeshifters sitting up here. They, of course, they're gonna include the people that's like them, the shapeshifters that's like them. Of course, Universal shapeshifting gonna hire Katy Perry, the shapeshifter. Of course, Disney, the shapeshifter, gonna hire Dove Cameron, the shapeshifter, and she had a TV show. She has a singing career. You be like, they say the people in Hollywood are chosen. I guess they are. You have to be a part of the shape-shifting family, the top 8 families to be the president. We're going to get back into some politicians that's shape-shifting on camera too. So the actors and the singers, shape-shifters, they were chosen from Disney and Universal. And then we're going to get into the shape-shifters that are choosing to be in our government. So it's hard out here to be a regular human American, I tell you, because the regular human Americans, we don't own the companies. We're not in the 8 families to decide the laws and regulations of the world. So with that, we have to do the best we can, because the shapeshifters, fallen angel people, run this place, the Disney / Pixar / DreamWorks / Universal Music. So hopefully I get my money from Disney soon and I won't get attacked by another shapeshifter / fallen angel. So let's do it again. And let's talk about Miss Dove Cameron that works with Disney, and she is shape-shifting on the red carpet. A lot of people want her spot, but she's shape-shifting on the red carpet. So you got to be a part of those 8 families, the 8 shape-shifting families. Yes, the 8 shape-shifting families to get your money and to live happily ever after with the stars and the fallen angels. You have to be a part of that bloodline. People don't say that for nothing. So, Disney, I'm not a shapeshifter, but I want to be treated fairly. I want my money and everything from you guys now. So, yeah. Let's look what's going on in Hollywood / the elites, the rich and famous, and the royal family. Still again.
Our number 8 spot, we have Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron is an actress and extremely talented singer, most notably known for her Disney Channel show, Liv and Maddie and The Descendants. Her voice is angelic, and personally, I'm a big fan. But regardless of my feelings, people speculate that she is a shapeshifter, or that a shapeshifter has taken over her body. one or the other. There is some recent footage of her doing an interview on the red carpet, and in this interview, she has a moment where it seems as if she shifts a little. When you zoom into her eyes, it appears as if, for a second, her eyes reveal her pupils suddenly turning into a slit. Just for a second before turning back. It's really quite fast, but if you slow down the footage and zoom in closely, you can see it clear as day. So perhaps she has something weird going on with her eye, or perhaps she's actually a shapeshifter. Probably the latter.
So yeah, that's what I got going on, working for Disney for 10 years. The people who work there are shapeshifters. The people who run the company are shapeshifters. And the actors slash singers are shapeshifters, probably fallen angels. And I have to deal with that day to day to be in the industry. I had a lot of crazy stuff happen to me. And there's a lot of crazy stuff happening to me right now. I showed you the story about the last video I did about how these shapeshifter, fallen angel slash reptilian people come into your dreams, doing sexual stuff, doing fighting people and stuff like that, waking up sore and scratching you, and dark shadows following you. So that's what you have to deal with being in the industry. Because I don't know what's wrong with these reptilian people. Maybe they're mad that they're not human or something like that. And we have a gift that they don't have, even though they can shapeshift, transcend, to do whatever. But yeah, I barely can sleep now that my lawsuit with the Minds Group has filed. And I'm trying to get my money. I'm trying to leave them, and they keep bothering me about these other shapeshifters and making more stuff that promotes vampire, mermaid, like shapeshifter, reptilian stuff. And I just want to be free. I want to get my money, and I want to go, and I want to live happily ever after. And I don't want to think about this stuff ever again. I don't want these evil demon people from Disney slash DreamWorks slash Pixar coming in my dreams, doing stuff to me, saying stuff to me, especially sexual deviant stuff to me. I want to be free. I just want my money, and I want to go. So pray for me with that there's a hedge of protection over me, my dreams, and my coming and going, trying to get my money from Disney, because it's out here. That's what they're doing. Even regular people are being attacked by the Hollywood elite. And so, yes, I'm being attacked right now. Being attacked by Disney Studios. And I shouldn't be. So we're going to go into this, the regular video. So I'm putting it on Front Street so you can know what's going on with me. And also, putting it on Front Street, what they are doing behind the scenes here to scare people, to steal their work, steal who they are, and just do weird and evil stuff to them. I don't know if they're like paranormal. That's why they follow people around in their dreams, and maybe they are some type of vampire like people with those eyes at Disney Studios slash DreamWorks slash Pixar. That's why they have this little makeup world or what have you with these stars and all this Cosmo like people, and coming in people's dreams and stalking them. And maybe there's some underlying stuff going on with people being followed by shadows and allegedly going crazy or whatever from crazy stuff and being in Hollywood for way too long. Because most of the people that's your favorite actors, your favorite singers, they just go crazy one day, and I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm just putting it out there so you will know what's going on in the Hollywoods. And before you go into the Hollywood slash elite slash politician realm, you know what's going on and you know what to expect. So let's go to another part of the video now. it? No.
Did your child encounter predatory behavior or inappropriate content?
All right, come on. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm a new content creator, so I'm slowly but surely getting this together. Okay, now we're going to talk about the politicians.
In debate, you can clearly see someone or something leave the body and the body stays frozen in place. This clip is one of the most seemingly real clips out of everything I saw, but apparently all of the footage is real. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. In our number 10 spot, we have Ramen Manuel. Chicago Mayor Ramen Manuel may be a shapeshifter reptile. I'll let you decide. In September 2012, during a press conference, viewers noticed that his eyes seemed to transform into, well, I'm not quite sure I know how to describe this because it's terrifying.
Look at his eyes.
Around his eyes, we see darkness of some sort, and suddenly his actual eyes become enlarged. Honestly, whatever happened wasn't human. Did he reveal himself as a shapeshifter reptile? I'm thinking yes. If you're enjoying this video so far, smash that like button as it'll really help us out. In our number 9 spot, we have Timothy Geithner. Former secretary to the treasurer, Timothy Geithner, has been accused of being...
All right, y'all. So I'm back with another story time.
Yep, so there's your politicians, there's your Disney actors, there's your Queen Mother, and we're going to go into some presidents, shape-shifting, live on air, and also presidential family members, shape-shifting, live on air. So we got your politician elites, we got your acting elites, and so we will go into the family of the presidents next. So, but before then, we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a story about a woman just like me, go to the gym, go get a snack at Starbucks and stuff like that, living a regular, smegular life, and she is approached by a shapeshifter. Yes, and so, everyday life. So here we go. Let's see our story.
Now, this is something that I've been really on the fence about because I'm scared. I'm scared to talk about it. But I keep feeling led and compelled to tell y'all about this. And y'all seem to be interested in my weird stories and paranormal experiences and travels and all types of things. So I'm just going to get right to it. So I truly believe that I have encountered a real life reptilian. I know it sounds crazy, and if you don't believe me, just skip the video. You don't even have to listen to it. I promise you don't. But I'm just gonna tell you anyway. So there's this lady that goes to my gym. I know her name. I'm not saying it. I am scared, and I hope that this doesn't go viral, and I hope that she doesn't see it. And some of y'all go to my gym. So basically, I wear crystals. I usually have more than this on, but I like to switch out my necklaces. I don't wear the same ones all the time. I always wear the moonstone, and that's because my mama gave this to me. And
yeah, I wear my little.
That's my base.
I wear my little beads, my Argate beads for protection. Protection from business. I had
this encounter with this woman. I'm gonna call her Kay because that's where her name starts with a K. And she's a really skinny, blonde woman, very small. But my first encounter with her was I was on the hip adductor where you pull your legs in, and she was on the abductor where you go out. So she was next to me, and I was, doing my exercise, and then she just looks over me and she weighs me down and she goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm good." She was like, "I love your crystals." I was like, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "Why do you wear those?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Why do you wear them?" I said, different crystals have different meanings and purposes, She's like, "So why do you wear them?" I was like, "Well, this one's for protection, this one's for my heart chakra, this one just to keep me covered," I was explaining them, and she was like, "Why don't you just wear a cross?" I was like, "Because I don't want to, I believe in God, but the meaning of the cross is something different to me than most people, and I'll explain that in another video, but I just don't really want to get into all that right now because that's not the purpose of this video. I was like, you know, I just choose not to. She was like, so you don't believe in God? I was like, yes, I do. And I was like, but why does it matter? She had a cross on, which is fine. But let's skip past that, and as I'm talking to her, I noticed that she has these really icy blue eyes. So I told you she has really icy blue eyes and super blonde, like platinum hair, right? As I'm looking at her eyes, I'm thinking about how beautiful her eyes are, and she's very like kind of like aggressive when it comes to like questioning me about my crystals and my beliefs and stuff. And I'm like, it really ain't none of your business if you want to be all the way real.
Exactly.
And I'm in the middle of my workout. As I'm looking at her eyes, I notice how beautiful they are. And as we're talking, her eyes do this. It's almost like when she blinked, her eyes did this. Like she blinked this way, and then when she opened her eyes, I noticed that her eyes blinked this way. I cannot explain it. And then when I noticed it in my mind, I'm like, what the? That's what I'm thinking. What the? And she kind of smiles, almost as if she can hear my thoughts, y'all. It scared the hell out of me. And I kind of like pushed back a little bit, and I was like, well, thanks talking to you. I'll finish my workout. And so I turn back around and I go back to my workout, and then I notice her weight. Y'all, I'm pushing about 110 pounds. This woman is half my size. She was pushing 200 pounds.
If you're over 35, be careful.
my God.
This mixture can melt so much weight that it'll look like you got lipo. You look like a whale swimming.
She was pushing 200 pounds. Effortlessly pushing 200 pounds. Multiple sets. I'm like, this woman is strong as shit. And I was like, this is weird. And I'm like kind of looking over to the side, and she's smiling at me still while she's pushing the weights. I swear she can hear what I'm thinking. And so I quickly finished my set, and I go off to tell my husband. He was like, what the hell? And then as I'm talking to him, I look up, and she's looking dead at me, still smiling. It scared the hell out of me. So after this day, I encountered her again, and she waves or whatever, and then I'm like, oh shit, that's the reptilian bit. Like, that's in my mind. And when my husband, like, I'm like, babe, that's her. So he's laughing and making fun, but I swear, anytime I'm thinking about her or saying something about her in the gym, she smiles. So this was like a couple months ago. I stopped seeing her for a while. I've been seeing her again recently, and she's always wearing sunglasses inside of the gym. And every time I see her, if I'm walking in the direction she is, I turn. I'm terrified of this woman. I don't know why. Her energy feels weird. I don't think she's human. I don't think she's human. I think she's reptilian. And so anytime I'm around, I'll test it. So like the last time I saw her was like 2 days ago at the gym. And in my mind, I'm like, if you're a reptilian, move your hand. And why this heifer lift? She lifted her hand. She lifted her hand. And I was like, she's a reptilian. She's wearing sunglasses in the gym. She's strong as shit. She can read my mind. I know she can, and I'm not crazy. Call me crazy all you want. I'm not crazy. It's true.
Shoot. You're not crazy, girl. I met them, and it's happened to me. They're reading my mind. They're coming in my mother freaking dreams. Stop, you Disney reptilians. You're not crazy, girl. That's why I'm showing your video and let you know that I side with you and you're not freaking crazy. There's some crazy crap going on out here. Shoot, let her finish the story now.
No, I know it. And I know she's not the first one I've encountered, like, in passing, but she's the first one that I know for a fact is not human. Mm-hmm. And she knows I know, and I think she finds joy in knowing that I know and that I'm scared. I am covered. I'm protected. Nothing can harm me, but I think she knows, like, she finds joy in knowing that I know her secret. And why the hell are you wearing sunglasses in the gym? You are trying to cover your eyes because I noticed that they are starting to shift more in public. Like others like her, especially on TV, for some reason, certain types of technology or stress can bring their true form out. And I know that she's starting to struggle with keeping her eyes normal. I will never forget it. And don't ask me to take a video of her. I'm scared. I don't want her to catch me. I don't want her to see this.
Don't do it, girl. You by yourself. Don't do it.
I want her to be like, yeah, bitch, I know you know my secret. I'm going to take you out. You could believe it or not. You could believe it or not. But it's some scary shit going on. And I'm aware. And those of us that are aware, y'all got to be careful. Shit, I might not even post this. I don't know if I'm going to.
Girl, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I side with you. I need somebody to side with me too with Disney Studios and / DreamWorks / Pixar and their reptilian behinds and their actors / singers reptilian behinds that work for them. Being surrounded by reptilians, 10 years in California and reptilians still coming in my dreams doing crazy reptilian shit. And I know they read minds. I know. You ain't crazy. There's some crazy shit out here.
Y'all seen this video?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we gotta go to the other one.
Did you know there's a way to activate Himalayan salt?
Yes. Okay. Come on now. Shoot. Come on. This doggone thing. Why are they giving me such a hard time? Okay. So yeah, I showed you those videos for a reason. It's real out here. I'm going through it. Other people going through it. You don't even have to be in the industry. You could be at a regular job and still meet these reptilian weird beings, and they start doing weird stuff to you and kind of playful. Like she said, the lady knows that she knew, and she was just happy to halfway taunt her that she knows. And that's the weird, evil stuff of these people. They taunt people. They taunt people in their dreams. They taunt people in places and in their minds with the psychic abilities or whatever these people are into. Is it witchcraft? Is it evil? Is it voodoo? Or is they some type of real crazy, like mystical creatures that we're dealing with that been here forever? I don't know what the hell is going on, but I know it's some weird shit going on. It needs to stop. So, girl, yes, that was Just Jenny's video. Was it Just Jenny? Where is she? Yeah, All Things Jenny. I said Just Jenny. All Things Jenny. I'm going to put her subscription in the subscription, so you guys could check out her channel. She has a lot of videos on that, and yeah, let you know what's going on out here from, different celebrities talking about other celebrities, people in Hollywood talking about other people in Hollywood, and also politicians being talked about, by other people. So you think these people are just making weird bills for nothing, and you see who they really are, and especially Queen Elizabeth going against all these countries. You be like, how in the hell did she end up, destroying all these millions and billions of people? But it makes sense. She's not human, and she shows on television, on commercials, and when she's on different stuff that, her body be shifting and doing weird stuff on the camera. So she's not human, and there's a whole bunch of weird reptilian people allegedly making laws and conquering places that normal human beings wouldn't even think about. So yeah, so you need to know what you're dealing with politically, from different countries, in the industry, in the music industry, the acting industry. All these people are the same, and something is wrong with these people, with their genetics that makes them unreasonable and very deadly and very, evil-like. So I have one more video to show you guys by another favorite creative of mine. His name is Jacob. Noah Jacob. I will put him in the description. And yes, let's check out this last video on these elite reptilian people. So let's go. Okay, give me a little second. Okay. Check out. Okay. Noah Jacob TV. Noah Jacob TV is him right there. And so let's go.
Relate to the eyes. On multiple occasions, news anchors have seemed to accidentally reveal a second set of eyes. In an interview with Wolf Blitzer, CNN correspondent Brian Todd was filmed blinking furiously before viewers noticed a flash of hidden pupils.
What about the cost, Brian? Is that at all a consideration? It's a big consideration. Just about every former officer I spoke with says the cost of outfitting each combat troop with a tracking device is one of the main reasons they don't have them right now. So when you speak
That's
Oh, you saw that?
literally like a lizard. Like a crocodile type of.
Ooh, white eyes.
Others say if they can deal with the cost and pay for all of this, it is worth it not only to track missing troops.
Yeah. Ooh, you saw that?
Those skeptics have suggested that this is nothing more than video compression. Others have questioned why the error only sticks to the eyes, rather than the entire frame.
That looks crazy.
Bizarrely, the onset of blinking before the reveal of the second eyes appears to be a common occurrence. Both Fox News journalist Sharon Breams and this unidentified Spanish reporter have suffered similar issues. So could the truth be in the eyes?
I think it's a video malfunction.
On a standard edition of the Fox-owned KKTV,
Oh yeah, this one, you need to look at this. This one is really something.
A base reporter reads the latest story about celebrities. Yet once more, the anchor starts to transform, until, unheard by the audience, the producers scream at her to stop presenting. The camera then cuts to someone else, and when it returns, the reporter is back to normal.
The Globe asked a doctor to assess certain celebrities' risk factors and make her analysis. For example, she said, it appears Britney is suffering from a major psychological disorder and that it might actually be bipolar. Could be that. The doc then predicts how much longer they'll live. I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't pre-read any of this. They get to the age 30, Lindsay will see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end, Angelina's going to have a long,
look at her face.
life, and so will George Bush.
Look at her face.
If you're not already, when you're yelling in the booth, are they yelling at me? The way I read that?
Yeah, they're yelling at you.
But if you're
Yeah, they're yelling at you, girl. What the hell was that? Yeah, they're yelling at you.
Excuse me.
I could hear Lisa yelling.
Wow.
Like she didn't read it earlier. She doesn't know the story. It's okay. Just stop it. She's okay.
I could hear you.
Some expert who doesn't know any of them making comments on how long you're like we did on Iraq today, okay?
Are you trying to make me feel bad?
I don't have to.
You're right.
I need to see if I can find his original videos, because that one looked crazy. Shorty was shifting.
Throughout this clip, viewers have claimed to hear the anchor both hiss and make a slight guttural sound off camera. However, skeptics maintain that since the anchor's clothes appear to transform as well, this all but confirms it's a technical error. Believers though dismiss this, arguing that the clothes are part of the disguise. Regardless, she isn't the only Fox News reporter to allegedly transform into a reptilian. On the Atlanta branch of the network, fellow news anchor Dale Russell displayed a similar transformation.
Now, again, we want to stress from what we observed and what the sheriff says, a small number of motorcyclists are causing all of the problems. But the problems are serious. Emergency responses are stretched thin. Weekends are spent cleaning up motorcycle wrecks by the sheriff's deputies, and some tourists and locals say the speeders have taken over. Now, we mentioned last night stories go around the mountains about the winner-take-all races. Well, the owner of the website who advertises those races told me it's all just a joke. He says it doesn't really happen.
Woo!
He says he put them on his website.
Oh my God.
Just to annoy the local sheriffs, Russ. And they basically are saying some of the same things over and over here, and other people cause problems, the bicyclists, the cars that you see going over the double yellow lines, not staying in their lane. And some have acknowledged to me that, yeah, these guys are driving really fast.
There you go again.
The ones that are really causing the problems are the inexperienced drivers getting up there.
If anyone could find these original videos, send them over. Either paste the link in the comment section or send them over to my Instagram, which is right here.
Powerful bikes that they're really not ready to drive yet, and that's kind of the main thing that we're hearing from them.
Further, in what is likely just a coincidence, but an odd one nonetheless.
Let's see. Okay,
Hey guys, Gus Bergamini here with Bergamini and Associates and United Realty Group. Do you have $12,000 and...
One more.
We talked about the mother's arrest, but the mother said that her 16-year-old daughter, the victim in this case, was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now keep in mind, this
there
is
we go. There we go.
What they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach the school district for comment, but keep in mind,
moved out of camera.
Baffled over how a celebration with cake.
Why he move out of camera?
I don't know what type of compression issues makes his nose go crooked like it's broken. Why they turn the camera away?
Yeah, why did he move out of the way of the camera? Okay, so we're gonna go to the Bush family now. We're going to the Bush family slash the last president. I forgot his name. Yeah, the Bush family, the elite. We're going to him right now. We're going to see Bush and his granddaughter shapeshift live on TV. So, yeah, why did he move his face out of the camera? What the hell? People don't do that like regularly. On a regular basis. You be on camera, you'll be on camera. Like I'm on camera. My face is not moving. And none of the creators that I follow face just magically turn into something else. So, yeah. And I, like a couple videos ago, I told you and I showed you about this lady that saw somebody shapeshift right in front of her eyes, and there was no camera there. There was no camera. There was no type of different lighting or anything, and they shapeshift right before her freaking eyes. So let's go to the Bushes, the other elites that's like Disney slash Disney Pixar, Disney Life slash DreamWorks Disney. Let's see them. Come on now.
Talking with teenagers and students about Anna and the other kids I met in Latin America, and so far it's been really inspiring.
And not unpleasant.
But we'll change all that.
No, we're not going to change it.
Don't change it, please.
We will not change it. We will not change it.
Should they change it? What the hell, Miss Jenna Bush, the Bush granddaughter? What's going on with your face, girl?
See the show. People have been nice, and they're not attacking your dad or his policies to you. Well, I met with my job. I work for UNICEF, which is an amazing organization that works in over 150 countries. And my job was to meet with teenagers who are living in exclusion, who are living in extreme poverty, or living with HIV, and write their stories, listen to their stories, and write them for UNICEF. And so, I mean, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna in particular, who has lived an extremely difficult life. I learned to live each day to its fullest. Doing any kind of missionary work, I think, really changes a person. And you and your sister had a little bit, I mean, you guys weren't Paris Hilton, but you had a little bit of a reputation as party girls. Do you think this changed you? You know, so it didn't change my personality.
Because one thing that we can say is that whenever they are supposedly shifting, it is the same way. Like with, I don't know how to even describe how it looks. It almost looks, I don't know how it looks. I guess you could call it digital, but it's literally only on their face.
Weird.
Necessarily, but I taught for 2 years after the University of Texas
she's also
after
turning
graduating,
green, though.
and
That's the
then
thing.
went on to Latin America, and
She's green. Yeah, she is green.
It's been 7 years since people had that image of me. But yeah, I mean, listening to their stories was incredible.
Jenna, when you see this, when you not only listen to their stories, but you get involved and you write about it as well.
They can't even look at her. What in the world? How do you do a commercial? How do you go on a TV show and the people can't even look at you? I've never seen a TV show that interviewed someone and everyone is looking down like, Jenna, yeah, you're right, Jenna. Yeah, you're right, Jenna. Yeah, whatever you're saying is right, Jenna. What the hell? Why can't these people look at her? That is weird. If it's a malfunction of the camera, it's just a malfunction of the camera. Why are these people looking down like they don't want to see this? You're right, Jenna. You're right. Let's rewind this. This is crazy.
But I taught for 2 years after the University of Texas
she's also turning green, though. That's the thing.
Went on to Latin America, and you know, of course, I've grown up. It's been 7 years since people had that image of me. But yeah, I mean, listening to their stories was incredible.
When you see this, when you not only listen to their stories,
look, he's looking down.
Write about it as well. Does it change how you look or thinking about how government should run?
Still, Jenna isn't the only alleged reptilian in the Bush family. In one interview,
you saw that they were looking down at all these people that have the anchor with them. Everybody, even the lady, the people were looking down and around, but like, what the F is going on here? On the live interview, people are looking down. They trying to look at you, whatever that is. Okay, look at the president. The people making all these crazy laws. Look at his crazy behind doing weird stuff on camera.
her grandfather and fellow President George Bush Sr. seemed to transform for a split second. As noted, his pupil briefly became slit, whilst his eye itself looked green.
In Colombo, in Sri Lanka, it's full. You literally, I don't know how they're going to get all the crazy.
That eye right there.
Bro, these people like literally like half.
Yeah.
Like half or 2.5. You know about?
Yep, there it is again.
The Bushes are reptilians, and if so, does this mean that similar creatures have been running the US government?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
It does. I think they do. So, yeah, this is the end of my video. And I've been talking about the elites in Hollywood, the elites in politics, the rich and famous period, shape-shifting before our eyes. And, yeah, and throwing in the tales of the elite / shapeshifter weird people that's among us and how they be scaring people and taunting them when they find out about them, and how I'm being taunted by Disney / Pixar / DreamWorks with their shapeshifter people, elites that's running their countries and also, running their companies, and also their actors that's also shapeshifters doing and taunting people in their dreams and doing psychic power stuff on them and just doing all kinds of weird stuff to taunt people to, bring out fear or whatever. So yeah, this is my video, my elite video. And so hopefully I am, get to the end of my endeavors with Disney / Pixar / DreamWorks, and I get my money from them, and I'll be done being terrorized with these abnormal humans or whatever, fallen angels, whatever you want to call them, / half demon people or whatever, or reptilians. So yeah, this is the Shantavia Chronicles. Thanks for coming in on this Thursday to see my channel and my stories and my telling Disney tales. And also, yeah, like and share. And you guys have a great Thursday. And yeah, hopefully I get my stuff with Disney soon. And goodbye.